Hello and welcome to another special Sudoku solves video. Today I'm going to do a whisper sum line combination. It has a similar rule set than the chaos construction puzzle I did earlier, and I wanted to explore more of this logic, and the comments said that it had very interesting and specific logic to the way this works. So I wanted wanted to see for myself. Um, And yeah, so whisper sum lines, the turquoise lines are both the German whisper and the region sum line. White dots, consecutive digits. Okay, so normal sum lines and normal whisper rules. Um, okay, well, so what I learned in the last puzzle that had these combined lines was that these three lines with a division in on one place. If this is a low digit and this is a high digit, then this high digit alone is already higher than this low digit. So this is I'm gonna call it low and high. Um, Blue feels more low and orange feels more high. And I think could this be a three and then with an eight and a nine? No, no, no. Okay, there's no way to do that. But two with seven and nine is possible. Okay, then it works the same on this one as well. I got a few comments uh, on my videos, and I just wanted to say that really it made my day. I read it in the morning, and I had a smile on my face the whole day, and I never expected it to have such an impact on the way I feel. I guess. Um, Thank you so much. Thank you. I didn't know how or what to reply, and maybe yeah, maybe this is my reply somewhat, but thank you very much, genuinely. Um, I don't know how to express that properly, but yeah, thank you. Um, so looking back at the puzzle, this line I think shows the same property. I think than these two. Like, okay, let's imagine these are high. So and this is low. So let's make that the minimum possible. That's six and seven and two. That is 13, 15. But these could never be 15 with a high and a low digit. So that means these are low because they cannot be high, and this is high. And then we can color the rest, right? Yeah. Maybe I should also explain why I'm coloring high and low, but there's a minimum difference of five. So if you put five on the line, the next number is 0 or 10. But what that property does is that once there's the number one, two, three, four, the next number will be from six, seven, eight, and nine because it will skip the five back and forth. Um, yeah. So there are four high numbers, four low numbers, and then you have five basically. Um, But I feel like I can do more with this, right? Because if these two have to be low, so what's the minimum it can be now? It is 1, 2 with a 7, so 10. Yeah, yeah, but it's very easy to make that like 8 and 2, I guess, or 9 and 1. But so okay, so that's sort of irrelevant. Well, that's 1, 2 as well. Actually, it's 2 with 7 and 9, or it's 1 with 6, 7. Oh, or 7, 8, or 8, 9. Okay, never mind. It's not as interesting as I thought. So what line can we think about as well? Well, okay, but that has less of the restriction, right? Because one of those two will be two highs and a low, and one will be two lows and a high. Let's think about the maximum we can make those, right? Because we know the minimum from these is 15. The minimum is 15. So the maximum is if the maximum from the low, high, low is also 15, it's a forced line. But I don't think because you could have 4 and you could have 3, that's 7. with a 9 in the middle. Almost. So 16 is the maximum. 15 is the minimum. Okay, so that is fairly restricted, but I don't know in which way. What I mean by that is we don't even know which one of these three goes where, right? Which one is the high high and which one is the low low. Okay. Well, the low and the low, and the two lows. Um, I said the wait. Am I saying this right? The maximum the high and the high and the low high low can be is 3 4 with a 9 in the middle, 7 with a 9. So 16. If this is the let's say that correctly. If this is the high low high, then we cannot have 7. Oh, we can have 7 8 and 1. Oh yeah. Oh wait. Okay, so you can make it lower, right? Because you can do 6 7 and 1 with the 6 being here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. 6 6 7 and 1 that makes 14. Oh, but you couldn't even put 14 here. Okay, no, so that logic still counts. I don't know why I thought I would have to put a 2 in the middle. Sure. Um this could even be the 6 and then you'd have two ones. Um well, no. No, okay. So that might be the problem. Um if we put a 6 here, let's assume, right, that this is the high low high and this is low high low. And we put a 6 here, we would have a 1 and we would have a 7, right? So this would be fairly, we would minimize this with that. 6, 1, 7, that is 13, 14, and then this is a 1 because there's a 6 here. So this is a 1, and that could be a 9 and a 4. So to maximize. And we would have 14. Okay, so that is possible. Oh, that sucks. That actually sucks. Okay. What well, what then? What is it then? What is the thing that pushes this? Maybe this? Because it should work the same as this, right? Like could these two be high and we would have a 6 7 and a 1? So 14? No, you couldn't make 14 with a low and a high digit. No, you at least need 5 9. So this is low, this is low, this is high, and this is high, and this is low. Well, we have some of the lines, but I'm not seeing it. I don't think. Um, so what's the maximum these bits could be? Because this line somewhat works similar to this line, right? So if we think about this set of 5, we also think about this and this at the same time. So let's do that. Um, could this be a So the thing is, right, I'm trying to imagine what numbers are forcing stuff. So if this is a 4, that's a 9 and that's a 9. So this cannot be a 4. Okay, so what I was thinking is if this is a 4, then that's a 9 and then that's a 9. So these two basically cancel each other out. So this 4 plus this is equal to this with the sum line aspect, and that's not possible. So that cannot be a 4. Can it be a 3? Then we minimize this and maximize that. So so that makes that 11, makes that a 9. So so if that's a 3, we have an 8, and let's say a 1. We have 11, 12, and that's a 9. Well, that could also be an 8 still. And that could be, well, that could be a 9 and a 3. So that is possible. Yeah, that is possible. Okay. Um, so 1, 2, 3. And that means also that that's 1, 2, 3, and that's 1, 2, 3. That is some restriction because there's no 4, but not yet what I hoped it would re- resolve into. Um, could this be a 6? No, because two ones. So 7. If I'm just gonna pencil mark 7, 8, 9 real quick. If this is a 7 and that's with a 1, 2, so then this sums to 10. But that's 9, 1, 8, 2, or 7, 3. Okay, no. Um, that's not it. That's not it. This could be a 6 because 6, 1 is 7. Um, well then, could this be a 6? We would have a 1 and a 1. That minimum is 7. So no, that couldn't be a 6. So 7, 8, 9. Could that be a 7? 7 with 2 makes 9. 1 with 7, no, so this minimum is 10. So this couldn't be 7. Well, 8, 8, I think 8 has to be possible, right? Yeah, 8, 8 is possible. So that is, hmm, it doesn't say much, but that does mean that this is an 8 or a 9. And that's a 7, 8, or a 9. Could this ever be a 6? No. No, that couldn't be. Um, but still, that is so little information. Um, could this be a 4? We would have 4, 9, we would have 13, plus, let's say plus a 1. 13, 14. 4 plus 9, 13, 14. No, you cannot make 14 with these two. So that cannot be a 4. So then it's 1, 2, or 3. And this is at most 4, so it is blue. If that's 3, that's 8, 11, 14. No, 11, 12. But you can make 12, right? Yeah, with 3 and 8. You can't make 12. So that could be a 3, that could be a 4, and then that could be a 5. But this is at most a 4. So, okay. So what I'm seeing is there's 4 low digits, and we know it's either low, high, low, or high, low, high, right? And there's these two. So these two are opposites. One of these is high, one of these is low. I'm gonna mark them with green and red. I'm not sure how. Um, I'm gonna mark them like this. Red, green, red, green, red. So it must. Oh no, they could both be high. Cool. Okay, so that was almost a logical mistake, I guess. But these could both be high, and that would not be a problem, right? If they were both high, then these would be both high. Well, I'm just gonna highlight that again. Is there a problem with this? With, with two of these being high? And I don't see a conflict. And with the two lows, neither, right? No. That's not a problem either. Okay. Um, right. If this is the low, high, if this is low, it couldn't be 4. No, it couldn't be. It couldn't be 4. I'm gonna color this line just because I wanna think about something. Um, if this is low, right? Let's say green is low, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. But it couldn't be 4 because then you would have 2 nines, so it would be 1, 2, 3. Same would work with 6. If this is low, if this is high, then it couldn't be 6. So it would be 7, 8, 9 because 6 would force 2 ones. That means that this is also green. That is my deduction, basically. Um, um, now, if green is low, that would make these two consecutive low ones. Could that be a 4? It could be a 4. Sadly, that can be a 4. Okay. I'm having difficulty breaking into this puzzle. Um, but I feel like once you've broken in, you can kind of see what happens. Um, let's think about the lines in general more. Because I think, but that could be a 6. We already looked at this. Could this be low as well? If this is low, it is high, high, and then another low. You have 3 low. Mm, I don't see why not. Is there a way to make like two numbers be the same? That they have to somehow be the same? Um, if this is 1, if this is 1, because right, both of these look at this, right? So this cannot be an 8, 9 pair. It, with 2, it's 7, 9. With 1, it's either 6, 7 or 7, 8. Wait, with 1, it's either 6, 7 or 7, 8, but not 8, 9. With 2, it's 7 and 9. Or, no, not 6 and 8. It's either 6 and 7, 7 and 8, not 8 and 9. And with 2, it's 7 and 9. So that is a 6 or a 7. So we can do the same here then, right? Because that's a 7, 8, or a 9. That's not a 6. Um, then that is a 6 or a 7 again. If you go through all the options, it's either 6 with 7, 7 with 8, not 8 with 9, or 7 and 9. So that's a 6 or a 7. Does that imply that this is not the low one? No, I don't think it does, because 6. Oh, oh, no, it could be 7. I think I looked at the possibility of this being 7 and 8 with a 1. That's 16, and this could be 3 and 4 with a 9, and that is also 16. So can there not be a 7 on this? Can it be 6 and 8? 6 and 8 with a 1 in the middle? Well, then we would have to put the 8 here, but 8, 1, 6. That's 7, 15. And we'll put a 3 here. How to make 15? We would have to make 12 still with 9 and 2. Yeah, no, that is possible. Um, so there doesn't even have to be a 6 on here. But if this is a 1, this cannot be a 1. Because if this is a 1, that would be a 2, and then that would break. So this is, if this is the high, low, high, then that's a 2 minimum. And that has to be a minimum than a 7 and an 8. Well, an 8 and a 7. Um, that is 15, 17 with a 3, a 4, 7, and no 10. So that cannot be low. This cannot be low, right? Yeah, no, 3 only makes the problem worse. So that is high. Okay, we got somewhere. Um, we got we got it. I think this is it. I think this is the sort of resolution of the puzzle, because I figured out that this now cannot be a 2, right? Because you would have 7 and 8. Um, does the middle one have to be a 1? Okay, so if that's a 2, then we would have 7 and 8, 15, making it 17, and the most this can be is with 9 and 8. Wait, no, the most this can be is with 3 and 4 with a 9 in the middle. That is 7, 16. Yeah, okay. So this has to be a 1. Now we looked at this already. These are 4 lows, so that's a high. That's a low. That's a high. That's a low. That's a high, and that's a low. Now the work we did here pays off because we can finish this. And that means that in the same vein, this is a 1. So that's a 2, and we already looked at that. That's with 7 and 9. So that's an 8. That's a 3 or 4. Well, not a 4 because that would force a 9, so that's a 3. So that's a 6 or a 7. Uh, I got so focused on just solving the whisper lines that I thought it would all fall into place, but it doesn't apparently. Um, well, we kind of determined that this cannot be a 6, so it's a minimum a 7. So this is a 6, 7, 8, or 9, which is high. We had that. What can this middle number be? Because no, but this could still be a 6, 7 pair, right? Could this not be a 9? That's what I'm thinking about. If that's 8, then this is with a 2 and a 3. That's 13. Yeah, that's 13. And that this, even if it's 6 and 7, is 14. So that cannot be an 8. So that's a 9, and that's an 8. So that's a 6 or a 7 as well. So we kind of know what this line is now, because it's 14. And this, by the same logic, cannot be an 8. So that's a 9 with 5 extra, but that could be 1, 4, or 2, 3, right? Right? Am I saying that correctly? 14. Yeah, so I need 5, and that could be 3, 2, 3, or 1, 4. Okay. Uh, so what else? Is this somehow resolved? No, it isn't. 7, 8, and 9. Oh, well, that's an 8. That's something. Um, now where does the 8 goes somewhere here, but that sort of irrelevant. Um, no. Okay, where else? 9. Well, that is forced to be a 9. Um, but I think the numbers around it can still change. Let's see. I have all the blues, so I need 3 more oranges, but they could basically be the 9 cannot go there, it cannot go there, and it cannot go there. So the only place the 9 can go in this column is here. That is scanning I didn't think I had in myself. Um, uh, 8 doesn't quite work the same. No. Uh, but this cannot be 8 because 8 would be connected to a 7, and this is a minimum, and this is maximum 4. So this cannot be 8, this cannot be 8, this cannot be 8. So that's an 8. Oh, so that is an 8. That's not an 8. And an 8 is high. So I'm missing another 6 or 7, but we don't know where. So that's fine. Uh, let's see. Could this contain a 9? 9 is somewhere down here. Um, I'm not sure. But now that is not a 9. So this is 11. That's quite low. If that's a 7, then this is forced to be a 10. So that cannot be a 7 because then you couldn't put a 3 there. So that's not a 7, that's an 8. And an 8 goes with 3. So 1, 2. This is forced, basically. So we have a 1, 2 pair. So that's a 3 or 4. And that's a 3 or 4. So that's not a 1. It could still be. Also, it's always ascending, right? If that's a 3, that's a 4. If that's a 2, that's a 3. So if that's a 2, that's a 3, that's a 4. If that's a 3, that's a 4, that's a 5. Um, where did I find something that I thought was significant? Uh, um, I'm not sure anymore. Um, I was looking at. Oh, here it was like this. If that's an 8, that's a 3. If that's a 9, that's a 2 because it has to sum to 11, and both work, so that's fine. Um, yeah. All right. So what now? Oh, where does the 2 go in this box? It goes there. 2. And that's low. And where does 3 go? It doesn't go there. It cannot go there apparently. So it is there. That's the only place 3 can go. So we know that that's a 2 and that's a 4. And that's also low. And then I'm missing a 5, which just to have everything colored, that's gray. Um, no, I'm gonna leave 5 uncolored. I don't like the gray in the middle of all the color. Um, let's continue. That's now not a 2. So we kind of know what this line is going to somewhat be. If that's a 2 and that's a 9, if that's a 2 and that's a 9, we have 11 plus 1 makes 12, but that couldn't be a 4. So that couldn't be. Yeah, so that doesn't. Wait, no. Yeah, that doesn't work. That cannot be a 4, so that cannot be a 9. So that's a 7. And a 7 goes with another 1, making it 10, making that a 2. Okay. Um I feel like the color is more hurting than helping at this point, but I'm kind of determined to keep it in. Um, okay, so we know the full application of this line, so that's 14. So we need 5 more here, and we said 2, 3, or 1, 4. So now we know it's 1, 4. And this could be a 4, so that's the 1, that's the 4. And it doesn't that doesn't resolve the 6 and 7. Um, where? Oh, so this one fixes the 1 and the 2. That makes that a 2, makes that a 7 and a 9. That makes that an 8. That a 3. That 3 makes that a 4. Let's see if I can finish it. Let's see if we can. Um, not too bad of a time, I don't think. But that's okay. If it is, it is. You know, you don't have to rush this. I don't think I don't think that benefits the experience or the way you solve the puzzle. But some people like speed solving, and it's a genuine. I don't know how to properly say with a genuine art. Like you have to have a specific type of eye for it, and I don't. I don't have that. Um, Now if that's a 9, that is an 8, and it cannot be. So the 9 is in one of those two. So that's not a 2 or a 4. So that's a 1 or a 3. So this is basically 13. Could this be 14? Yeah, because 6 and 7. Okay. Oh, that's okay. Then it will be the same as this line as well. There might be a reason why that has to be the case, and I just didn't think of it, and I did it a different way. But if that's the case, then, you know, that happens. Uh, 2 and 2, so one of these is 2, so that's a 2-8 pair, somehow. Yeah, that is. So that's a 2 and an 8, so that's not a 9, so that's a 9. That's a high number. So what's the maximum this can be? It is 13, 16, so 10 with a 6. And that's the minimum. Yeah, okay. So we forced it. Okay. Uh just for cleanness, I guess. Uh 2 goes with a 3 because it doesn't go with a 1, and 8 goes with a 7. Okay? What what am I not seeing? Because I filled in all the whisper the whisper sum lines. Let's see. Sevens. That's a 7. It's a 7 and it's high. Oh, no, give me more sevens. 7, 7, 7. Let's see. And I think that's it. That's all we can fill in. But this one's also high, obviously. So I'm missing 3 and 4. 3, 4, and 5 in this row. 4 cannot be there. So one of these is 4, I guess. Um, and in this column, I'm missing a 1. That's blue. I'm missing so it's a 6 and a 5 that I'm missing. 6, 5. What am I missing in this? 1, 2. I'm missing 3, but 3 cannot be on the dot because it has no partner. So I'm missing 5 and 6. Yeah. Now I have all the lows, so I'm missing 5 and 6 again. What am I missing here? 1, 2. I'm missing a 3. That makes that a 7, that an 8, that a 2. So that's low, low. I'm gonna take the time to just color everything because why not? Um, but the main logic of the video is this, I guess. It's what we already explored. Um, I again, I'm gonna say it again. I got the comments, and I don't know. Still, I shared them with like friends and stuff just because I wanted to show like, oh, look at this. and I don't know. It truly made my day, and I don't know how to express that enough. But I think that's the problem that goes with a thing like this. You're showing your appreciation, especially when some people do it like, "Oh, thanks," and you don't want to overdo it because that also comes across as not genuine. Um, and maybe I'm already overdoing it. I don't know. Um, but it does. I don't know. It does bring a smile to my face, and I think that is for me the important thing to get across. The person made someone smile by just their words. Um, and I don't know. That that's always a good idea, I guess. A good thing. Um, now wrapping this puzzle up, I hope finally. Um, but I know I think I really enjoy the specific type of logic that the whisper and sum combination has. But I think I did use a lot of trying, like trial and error, which I don't know if that's the intended way of solving. Um, but I feel like there has to be a different way to see the things I didn't see. So if anyone, if that's something then this puzzle would be easier for you, I would say. But I mean, you know, I always encourage to try the puzzles yourself, especially before watching a video. And if you either, maybe not if you get stuck, maybe just keep looking at it if you get stuck. Or if you just want to learn more, then I would say watch the video. If you want more general knowledge from this is a 3 and a 4. Oh, that's a 5. Okay, that's a 3 and a 4. I forgot I had the 6 there. So that's a 6, a 5, and nothing else. Okay. High. Oh, wait, no. 5, 6. Oh, and I can resolve this. 4 and 3, 3, and low. 3 in the corner, right at the end. Right at the end. Um, let's see. There's no 9 here, so there's a 9 up here. It's not there. That's it. Okay. Um, I I don't know why I'm so struggling so much with this ending. I'm just not really seeing the Sudoku aspect. Let me just do more Sudoku instead of pausing to keep coloring now and then. Um, I realize as I fall still. Um, 2, 2, 2. Oh, so that's a 2. Okay, so that's a 2. Threes. I have all the threes. Let's do all the ones then, if I can, which I can. I don't think. No. Uh, fives, 5 there. So that's a 5. That's a 7. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. And 5, 5, 6. I'm gonna finish the coloring in a bit because that's kind of a thing I always want to do. That's all the fives. Now I think I can do all the sevens. I have all the sevens. It did help just the um doing the digits and not the coloring. 6. I feel like I should be able to fix them, but I can't because they are standing opposite of each other. 9. So that's a 9, and that's a 9. That's all the nines. Fours. Don't have many fours. 4, 6, 6, 4. Oh, that's a 4. That's a 4. And I have 1, 1, 1. Okay. Thank you for watching. Uh, and thank you if you enjoyed the video. Just I don't know how to express it properly, but thank you. Um, I hope you have a nice day, and uh, until the next video. Bye bye.